laugh. Come on. Y'all boys don't know nothing about me.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm a TC soldier, New Orleans stunner. If a bitch leave me, I'ma take everything from her. Leave by your can, tell your mom to clean your rum up. I'ma buy me some new pussy and buy a forerunner.
YouTube world, boxing YouTuberverse. Salute, salute, salute. Bow, what it is, man. You know who it is. Boxing After Dark with nocturnal thoughts. Been a long night. Time was moving super slow. And I really didn't do a whole lot of research on boxing last night. I was watching Cassidy versus Hitman Holla finally got released on YouTube, and I watched that like 2 or 3 times. And I ain't gonna speak on it. That's a whole nother lane. You dig what I'm saying? I watched some slap contests. I watched some arm wrestling contests. And I watched a few YouTube boxing channels here and there, just touch and go. I really didn't dive deep into nobody's content last night, you know, just wasn't in the mood, wasn't feeling it. And I did come across, you know, one of my co-workers, he talked about Ryan Garcia pulling out of the Fortuna fight. You know, he got to get his mind right. He got to get his health right, whatever the case may be. All I'm gonna say to the young King Rye, Kid Flash, get well soon. You know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do what needs to be done. It is what it is, it ain't what it ain't. But my focus right now is going to shift, and I'm going to try to focus and dial in completely on the most exciting fight that I think is coming up. 2 fights coming up that I'm really excited about, but one is more exciting to me than the other. And that is the main fight that I'm really excited about and have been excited about since it was first mentioned, was Josh the Tartan Tornado Taylor versus Jose Ramirez. I can't even think of Jose Ramirez's ring name right off the bat. It escapes me. That just lets me know I really need to go and do my due diligence and do my film study and binge and, you know what I'm saying, consume as much as I can about the Jose Ramirez, because I'm really overlooking him, and I hate to do that. I know he's not the one to be overlooked. I watched a couple of his fights. I watched him knock out, you know, Maurice Hooker. I can't even name all the guys I watched him fight. I watched about 3 or 4 of his fights, but I just got distracted and sidetracked and didn't go back and do my due diligence. One thing I do like about Jose Ramirez, what I did find very interesting about him is the fact that he decided to leave Freddie Roach and hook up with Garcia without taking a loss. You know, he's still having great performances, became a champion, and still felt like he wasn't being invested into enough by Freddie Roach, because Freddie Roach kind of, you know, been there and done that. And, you know, Freddie Roach is getting older and things like that. And he decided to go with somebody with a little bit more young blood, more moxie, and have more time to invest in somebody that believed in him being a champion more. And that shows me the mentality of Ramirez, that, you know, he's in it to win it. You know what I'm saying? And I like that dude. He can brawl. He got some power. He got some speed. To me, he's not one-dimensional. He has different levels. But when it comes to him versus Josh Taylor, I feel like Josh Taylor is a little bit more of a diverse fighter. You know what I'm saying? But I like the way Josh Taylor, he can bop. You know what I'm saying? That boy can bop, he can bang. You know what I'm saying? I like his style. But at the same time, sometimes I feel like he can get a little overzealous. He can get a little too comfortable fighting in the telephone booth. And if he turns that fight, he lets that fight turn into a firefight, a brawl, and he doesn't take that ring generalship and box and play chess. If he gets in there and he starts to try to slug it out mano a mano, then I can see him losing that fight to Ramirez. Ramirez got some real decent power. You know what I'm saying? They both got power. I don't know if Ramirez is punching as hard as the Rougarou. You know what I'm saying? But that's just going to be a good fight. I really can't call it. I just lean towards Josh Taylor because I just like Josh Taylor coming out of that, you know, that the competition, the contest he was in, the to watch the tournament style and to see him go through opponents and then fight the Rougarou, just automatically just, you know what I'm saying, put him on a certain zenith or pinnacle where I was like, that dude is, he is the truth. He's serious about what he's doing. And then I go back and do film study on Ramirez, not as much as Josh Taylor, but Josh Taylor did the same thing. Very impressive. He's on a winning streak. He's with a winning team, and he still decides to make changes. He went and joined up with Ben Davidson, you know what I'm saying, to work on things that he felt like he was still missing in his game. So to be winning and still see that you want to, you know what I'm saying, make improvements and you not getting stuck in your ways and getting content and comfortable and feeling like you got it all figured out and everything is, you know what I'm saying, right as rain, that lets me know that both of these dudes are trying to put their career on a destination of victory and nothing but victory. They're not accepting anything less than the best. So that lets me know that this fight is going to be a battle of attrition. You know what I'm saying? Who wants it the most, who stays up at night dreaming about it, who's foaming at the mouth, whose heart is beating for this moment. This is like two guys that really are going to collide like the best of the best. Who has to win? This could be a 50-50 draw. You know what I'm saying? This ain't like Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua where one guy really, really wants it and the other guy kind of, you know what I'm saying, kind of is like halfway in, halfway out. This is not, I'm not even going to talk about other weight divisions and what they got going on and what they not doing. I'm not here to do that. I want to talk about boxing. I want to talk about the fights that's coming up that's going to be great fights. That's going to be fights to be memorialized and remembered and put into stone. You know what I'm saying? To put into the legacy. So, two fights coming up that's doing that for me. Josh Taylor versus Jose Ramirez. I really, really, really want to focus in on that fight. I really want to study in on Josh Ramirez and see, you know what I'm saying, all the things he do well, things he not doing so great, his handicaps, his strengths. He can bang, he got power, you know what I'm saying? I know he comes forward. I don't want to say he's a slugger or a boxer puncher or a counter puncher. He to me, he's just a good fighter. Josh Taylor, good fighter, mid-range, in the pocket. You know, he's not perfect though. He can take some punishment. He can get banged up and keep coming. He don't just fight defensively and hit and not get hit. He gets hit. It's going to be a banger. That's why I want to see this fight. In another fight coming up that I'm interested in, not as much, but I'm interested in seeing the young kid Teofimo Lopez versus Kambosos. I think that's going to be premature prediction. I think he's going to ice Kambosos. You know what I'm saying? I think he's going to ice him. I think he's going to knock him out. That's how I see that fight right now. But I'm going to look into it too. I want to study Kambosos a little bit more. You know, I've been watching some of his interviews, watching his training with Manny Pacquiao, watching him. I maybe watch one or two of his fights. And right now, like I said, prematurely, you know, I'm saying that he's going to get iced. But I might change that. I might come back and say, man, this dude got a puncher's chance or a fighter's chance, and he might give, you know, I hear he's ferocious. I hear Kambosos is ferocious. So it might be, you know, I'm not going to look at it at face value and just say, I'm going to look past this dude because Teofimo Lopez is just so legit. He might go in there and, you know what I'm saying, drop his load prematurely. He might, as soon as he picked up the belts, he might drop his belts. You dig what I'm saying? He might be trying to make a safe play and make the wrong play and scatter these belts. So I don't know how that's gonna play out. I gotta look into it a little bit further. But like I said, my first thought is looking at Kambosos in the fight I watched, I said, to me, he looks like Lopez might put him on ice. But I'm more interested in the Tartan Tornado versus Jose Ramirez. Leave the comments in the below of what Jose Ramirez's ring name is. I heard it before. I had it remembered and I forgot it. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, this video 10 minutes long. That's long enough. I'm gone.
Shit. Alright.
Salute.
I bust that nigga ass right now. Ain't no, none of them niggas can't fuck. What? Nigga, you could never fuck with me, my nigga. I'll fuck you up right now. What? Fuck bust your motherfucking ass.